Well, hello. It is Thursday at 2:30. I am a little bit late, 5 minutes, sorry. It is the Dating Doctors. We are here today, and I say we, but it's really just me right now. Waiting for Tatiana. I'm actually at the Citrus Club. I am here today because I was meeting with a brand new client on the Vantage 8020. I know you all of my Facebook friends know that I do marketing. That's what I actually do for a living. I do that to pay the bills, yeah, and to pay for the cell phone so that I can use my data so I can reach you as the dating doctor. And well, the dating doctor has an assistant, and she will be on shortly. But we're here to give you questionable advice. But I'm unlicensed in the state of Florida, so to each his own, and good luck with my advice um, as a dating doctor. So thank you for joining me. Hi, Stacy. Thanks for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I'm glad that you're here. And I think Allie has also just joined us, and I'm really glad that you're here. So today, I don't have the ability to show you profiles. But I have been on the dating apps, unfortunately, all week. In the interest of, hey, Allie, in the interest of making the doctor very, very aware of what's going on in my research into the subject of dating, I am presently on, let's see, number of apps. Let's actually name them. Because my audience may not be familiar with all of them. So let's talk about them. Okay, so we have OkCupid. Oh, OkCupid. I don't know if everybody's heard of that one. So OkCupid, we have Bumble, we have POF, Plenty of Fish, we have Zooks, Zoosk, Zooks, and I'm trying to think. Oh, and Tinder. Let me see. Yes, those are the ones that I'm on. And it's all for research purposes. Hey, Jen. I am at the Citrus Club, enjoying a hot mug of cocoa. I know, it sounds crazy, right? It is August in Florida, but it is actually freezing in the Citrus Club. So I'm here to talk to you today about what's going on in the world of dating and how you can navigate those waters. It's crazy. Hey, Jeff, thanks for joining. So it's really, it's a lot of fun being on these dating sites. And if you just joined me, you know I lost my mind. So it is not fun. Hey, Jen, thanks for joining us. I really appreciate it. It is not exactly the adventure that people want you to think that it is. It is treacherous. You need to have your wits about you, and I can tell you some of my experiences from this week. So, like I said, I'm on 5 dating sites because I am an eternal optimist, and I feel like I have to be proactive, so I am on all of these sites. So, initially you match with people, right? So there's a swiping mechanism to this. So you swipe right if you like them, swipe left if you don't. I have had numerous experiences this week alone with what we call in the biz, the dating biz, catfishing. So catfishing, you want to know what that is? That is when somebody creates a profile that is not real. And they're getting much better at it. They're getting really sophisticated in how they're doing so. So, generally, I've talked about this in the past. You see one picture only, it's generally not a real person. Or, obviously it's a person. It's a person with not the best intent. They're not there looking for someone. They are maybe somebody in a foreign country looking for vulnerable women or men to get them to send them a Western Union telegram of money, or Western Union money, or money letter, or some kind of money. I actually was told that a friend of mine said that a woman contacted him and about an hour into the conversation asked for Apple iTunes money into her account. Hey Denise, thanks for joining us today on the Dating Doctors. Tatiana, my resident in training, is in the office, and she should be joining us on split screen shortly. She's just finishing a call with a client at Advantage 80/20. So she's doing her best to assist with that. So here today we're going to talk about some of the pitfalls of these dating apps. And, you know, there's plenty of information out there about how to keep yourself safe, not only on these apps but also in real life. So I have my Advantage 80/20 computer here, which is where we keep all of the pertinent information and HIPAA compliant, so that we don't, you know, to protect the innocent. So we want to talk about what happened to me in this last week when it comes to this online dating and having, well, not the best week at all, to tell you the truth. Lots of the people that I started talking to, they when they hear that, and if this is a legitimate gentleman, when they hear that I have a business, that they don't want to talk to you because they feel that they should be the provider. If there's any men out there, let me know if this resonates at all. Being a business owner or a woman or entrepreneur basically sets some of these men into like, no, stay away, it's like evil. Because I've been told that they want to be the provider. They want to be the one who's bringing home the bread, bringing home the bacon. And it's kind of John messing up my show. Oh my goodness. So basically, there is this preset, I believe, and tell me if I'm wrong, guys, tell me if I'm wrong, that if a woman doesn't need you to provide financially, that may be off-putting, that you don't want to date them. Not every guy's like that, but I've been finding that as soon as that part of the conversation comes up during this online dating, the person disappears. So I think what they want is they don't want a person who provides for themselves. They kind of want to have somebody who's needy. So I don't know if I'm wrong. Just let me know. I really am putting it out to you there. I really am asking your opinion. So if that's something that resonates, let me know, because I'll stop telling people that I'm self-sufficient. No, I won't. I will not do that. So being self-sufficient seems to be a downfall. Being able to make time, I think a lot of people are not. I actually had a guy I was talking to, and he said, I said, one of the questions I asked was, what are you looking for? So, you know, I feel like it's a job interview, right? So you got to ask, like, what's your goals? What's your aspirations? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? This is like literally what goes on. So where do you see yourself in 5 years? I've gotten people saying, I don't know what I want. I'm just here for the amusement. Well, thanks for the honesty. We love it. But goodbye. Like, I don't understand why you're paying. I am on 2 paying sites. So Match.com. Yeah, I'm on Match.com as well. Match.com it's not cheap. It is not cheap. But it's supposed to be, if you're paying for it, it weeds out the people who are not serious. So you think. That is not true. So the Match.com, I've literally had a person tell me, I'm just here for the amusement, like, just something to do. Wow, because you could take that money and get amused someplace else. Like, so, hey John, thanks for joining. John, I was just talking about how some of these websites I've been on, these apps all week, I belong to too many of them, and where my experience this week has been some craziness. So, if, we get to the part of the conversation and we talk about what do you do for a living, and you tell someone, well, I'm an entrepreneur, or I'm a business owner, or I'm self-sufficient. It's like, click. Oh my gosh, John Wild, you're just wild. So we're wild for John too. He's awesome. So, basically what I'm trying to find out from the men out there who are going to contribute to this program, that I need your input, does that scare you off when a woman is actually self-sufficient and doesn't need you for financial gain? That's interesting. So Also, the catfishing issue. So, I said to the gentleman, well, I, I guess he had two pictures, and I said, you have a third because I really, I've noticed if you only have two pictures, it may not be real. So he was not able to facilitate a third picture, probably because he couldn't find any more on the internet where he stole them. Um, so navigating these waters is really, really hard. And that's right, I know, John, I know all about your media company and production company and talent management. Talent management, really interesting. Oh, you're having problems hearing me? Oh, I'm so sorry, I don't know what's going on. We are live, but I don't know if you're hearing me. If you're not hearing me, let me know. And I will finish and then come back on and try again. If you're not hearing me, let me know. So, hopefully I can bring on Tatiana in a few moments just to go through some more of the dating doctor profiles, which we find are amusing as all get up. Because again, we're finding men are taking pictures with their hat on, sunglasses, basically kind of incognito, so I don't get what that's all about. But once again, we're talking about Match.com. Sorry I'm all over the place today. I was hoping to have Tatiana on so we could show some more profiles. So the Match.com, here I am. So here I am, I'm paying, right? I'm going to tell you a very amusing story. So eHarmony is also another paid-for website that's supposed to only be populated by people who are serious. And I'm going to tell you what happened to me on there. Because, why not live vicariously through me? So, you have to answer tons of questionnaires, and they're going to match you on 100 points of compatibility. Well, so I apparently was compatible with this match that they matched me with a puppet. Yes, you heard correct. It might be a Muppet, but it was literally not a human being. So, I mean, obviously somebody took the $90. I like John's comments. Everyone read John's comments, they're great. The puppet aspect is like, literally somebody paid money, answered 100 questions or more, and then posted pictures of themselves as a puppet, they're not a person, and their hobbies were sex, their weekend activities, sex, and their every interest, everything that was listed was sex. And his name was Mike, and he was a janitor, and he was wearing a purple dress and a tiara. And yes, I said again, he's a puppet. So I reached out to Match.com, and I said, I don't understand. I paid you, at that, I think it was like a 3-month subscription, which was over $100, and you matched me with a non-human being. This profile wasn't even looked at by your staff. I'll keep going air quotes because it's ridiculous. So I said, I want my money back. This is not real, and this is not what I came here for. So if they can't weed out their the puppets, it's just giving me the opinion that these apps may not be all they're cut out to be. So I'm no longer on eHarmony because of that. But no, they don't have a customer service line. No, they do not. You can only email them, and of course, they take no responsibility for the fact that they accepted a non-human being onto their site. So yeah, it's so much fun. It's so much fun. So the dating horror stories. So far, now being on, just to give you an update, being on these apps for the last 3 weeks has garnered nothing. So I haven't met anyone. Couple of text conversations, and like I said, those text conversations generally lead to ghosting. So ghosting, if you don't know, is a dating term meaning person was talking to you and then never talked to you again. So you were having a fantastic conversation, everybody was getting along and learning so much about each other, which you're supposed to do when you're trying to figure out who you're going to physically meet in person. And it just ends. They just ghost you. So that's been pretty much what's been going on for 3 weeks. is just going on and getting ghosted. Literally have a man telling me that he's on these dating sites for his amusement, but that didn't come out till like, a couple of hours into going back and forth, occasionally talking. There are people who are just looking, if John, if you're working on a dating site yourself, I would love to know what that's going to be like, because that's going to be very interesting, very, very interesting. So the Dating Doctors is here to let you not only know what's going on in the dating world, but let you know that it is hard out there. So if you are with someone, and they've got a little bit of, they're bothering you, like they got a little bit of a pet peeve, reconsider, because that pet peeve is maybe livable. I'm not saying settle, but, definitely we have to be more appreciative of the people that are in our lives, and making sure that we understand that no one's perfect, everyone has flaws, and everyone brings something to the table. And being open to seeing the other side's perspective, and knowing that this dating world that we have out there right now is really choppy waters. And from what I've been told, and this is funny, I've been told this by several people who are in relationships presently, that they believe that these dating apps are useless. And that really the only way to meet someone is in real life, and through your friends, family, and neighbors, or people that you come in contact with on a daily basis, your sphere, basically. Oh my gosh. Yes, I think that John has exactly what we're looking for, is what not to do on a first date, or even how about in a text message in your first initial contact. So if you get it, this has been my experience, is that if you have no game on which means you have no personality, that's going to be really hard for me to meet you in real life. You have to have some respect for the people that you're talking to, that you want to meet in real life. I'm hoping, and this is the thing you're going to find in these dating apps, is not all of these gentlemen want to actually meet. I've had people in Nebraska, on Lex.com, reach out, and I'm like, I literally last night I had a guy who was in 6 hours away. It's still in Florida, so that's a big state, guys. He's in the Panhandle, and said to me, hey, can't we get to know each other? And I'm like, you're 6.5 hours away from me. That is not doable. How can you possibly have even an initial friendship to build to a relationship with somebody who's 6.5 hours away? So no, I set parameters. Set parameters on your dating app. It's very scientific. I mean, it's so not. It's really the Wild West, and you're kind of like navigating this Wild West situation, and it's very precarious. So I would love to know where everyone here has met their present spouse, or their present spouse. I think I have a second one, or third one, or fourth one. But no, I mean, where did you meet your spouse or your significant other? I would love to know, because I don't know anyone who's met anyone on these dating apps and it's become a couple, or sorry, not a couple, but married. Maybe I know one person, I think. But anybody out there who has any kind of like hope, give me hope, because I just don't. It's been 3 weeks, and it's very. 3 weeks is nothing, right? But in all honesty, it's getting very frustrating. So the dating doctor needs her prescription for her. What is it that would make an easier and less uphill battle? Yeah, meeting someone in person would be awesome. But it doesn't seem like people have the skill set anymore to have physical conversation. So I can tell you what I have done. I'll tell you what I've done. At a young person's youth club where she was 13 years old. Oh, that's so nice. See, if you can meet somebody in an informal setting, or in a place where you're enjoying yourself, um, wow. Oh gosh, John. His ex, so John Wild says he met his ex at a modeling contest in Daytona. He married for 20 years. 10 of them were hell. Oh, that's great. Oh my gosh, Jem has a great story too, about how he met his wife, his spouse. It's amazing stuff, guys. But it's usually in person, not on these dating apps. But this is the world we live in. We live in the dating world, app world. So I'll leave you with this. The current update on the dating doctor is the apps aren't working. I've had no success with meeting anyone of quality. Actually meeting in physical real life hasn't happened. And the meeting online has been mostly just people ghosting me. So I'm here to give advice, but I'm also here to take advice. So if you know of any successful strategies or places, I can tell you what I've done the last week is I've decided to take myself out to dinner, and I go out by myself. I went to the Outback Steakhouse last night, sat at the bar, had dinner by myself, and then a couple of days prior I went to Beef O'Brady's. I'm fancy, I'm so super fancy. So I just sat down at the bar, had a beer, had a burger, and started talking to people at the bar, at the restaurant. So that's kind of what I've been doing. Also going to the beach on Saturday by myself, and getting out there. And now what I'm thinking of doing for this holiday weekend is getting myself a hotel and on the beach, maybe spending a weekend at the beach by myself. Because I don't want to stop my life simply because I am alone. Because truly, we need to be our own best friend and be comfortable with ourselves before we can be comfortable with someone else. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something where, hey, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in a million years. It's oh my gosh, it's Apple. Hi. So Yvonne is just saying that I'm going to be trying to get out this weekend and go out and be on my own, and meet new people and spend some quality time with Yvonne. And hopefully, in the process, people will get to meet me and maybe want to know more about me. So Dating Doctors is done for now. I actually have to go because I have a UK conference call that I'm going to do with some lovely over in the UK, including Jem. So join me next week. I will have, oh gosh, John Wild, you're just a wild man. So join me next week. I will have Tatiana Della Torre on, and she will be going through some of the profiles on these dating sites that unfortunately are my new life. But let's get together then, and we'll have some good times and go through those profiles. And like once again, keep your ears open. Anyone you know who wants to get to meet a great woman. Hello. I'm crazy today. So have a great day, guys. I'm here. Reach out. It's Yvonne Sandoval, and have a great day. See you next week.